Today's video is one that people have been wanting to see for quite a while, a camber bolt install. But you may be wondering, why is the green car in the garage and the silver car, arguably the one that would need more camber, down in the driveway? Well, the simple answer is that the Fortunato coilovers offer enough camber adjustment that the silver car is dialed in for when I go to the track. So, in this case, since it's easy to reverse and it's low consequence, I'm just going to use the green car to show you how it's done. With the front end of the car in the air, secure on jack stands, and the wheels removed, we're ready to begin. The installation's pretty simple. All we're going to do is replace this 17mm nut and bolt with the eccentric bolt that comes in the kit. The way these work is pretty simple. The bolt sits in there like standard, but that lobe here in the middle, you can see as you spin it, it's like the lobe on a camshaft. All it does is just lean the knuckle in or out and give you more camber. So what we want to do is completely remove these and just loosen the bottom enough that it's still holding everything in, but it allows the whole assembly to swivel. Keep in mind that the new bolt head is 14mm and the nut is 15mm. Not sure why. It may take a little bit of finagling, but once you're in, you're in. With the bolt in place but not locked down, you can take your ratchet, give it a couple spins, and if you watch the knuckle, it pulls in and pushes out with the rotation of the eccentric lobe on the bolt. In the case of using these bolts on the 2, it's best to just lock it into place at maximum negative camber. That helps the bolt stay locked in and prevent slippage should you hit a pothole on the street or a curb on the racetrack. When I had these on the silver car before I got the coilovers, they worked really well, and I had them locked into maximum, which is about -2.25, maybe 2.3 degrees. It's just like the lobe on a camshaft. What you want to do, spin it till it stops, leaning in or out, tighten everything down, and you're good to go. The most important thing to remember on this install, however, is that this new nut and bolt setup has to be torqued to spec. The instructions that come with the kit specify 65 foot-pounds, so to do this install, you definitely need a torque wrench. Also, don't forget to retighten the bottom 17mm bolt and nut. So here it is, you can actually see it on video, the 2 and change degrees on the driver's side versus no camber on the passenger side with no bolt installed. It's just that easy, and you can see the results plain as day here on camera. The install on the passenger side is exactly the same as what I've just shown you, and don't even bother asking, yes, you are going to need an alignment after installing these camber bolts. If you're going to try a DIY home alignment, just remember that the front track width is about 2 to 3 millimeters wider than the rear on each side with the camber bolts installed. Factory, it's about 5 millimeters difference, so just remember that when taking your baseline measurements. So there you have it, folks. That's how you install camber bolts on the front end of a Mazda 2. It's a simple job, the parts are inexpensive at around $20 all around the internet. I got mine on Amazon, and it's a worthwhile mod in the handling department. Whether you're doing some twisty road driving or you're heading to a racetrack or autocross, this is a great alternative to add some camber if you don't have money for some full-bodied coilovers just yet. Before the comments section comes in and asks, I know someone is going to, this is for the front end only. The rear end, the camber is non-adjustable. It's a different kind of suspension design anyway. You can change the camber with like some janky shims and stuff, but really it's unnecessary. You get about 1.5 degrees of camber on the rear, and you're just dragging it around anyway, so the standard design is plenty. So you really don't have to worry about the rear. This is just for the front. So I hope this video has helped you, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Shut off.